What is up? Gonna put this camera together for a shoot tomorrow. I thought we could hang out. Let me just get this audio recording here. Good afternoon, everybody. And we're rolling. Sick. Gotta take this apart, put a new lens mount on it, and swap out the entire top plate. The perks of the modular system here. Cool. Get this microphone a little closer. I'm sure you can hear me, but got to put a full top plate on this. I had this in like a smaller form factor, but tomorrow I need to have it fully rigged, shooting on a ranch with like cattle and horses, and I just want to have the rig. I mean, I wish it was smaller and lighter, but I'm still trying to find a gold mount back, which I cannot find online right now, so I have to go into this kind of big mode. Perhaps I can get this off. What's everyone else up to? Feel free to ask questions as I do this, whatever comes to mind. I really need to find this gold mount plate. If anyone sees one in the market, let me know. It's essentially the red DSMC2. I've got this little I/O module that goes on the back of it to slim it down, but I need the plate that goes here for gold mount, or even I would take V mount, but I need the slimmer one, and it just mounts onto this. Because right now I'm working with this huge production module. You can see how big it is here, and I really don't need this whole thing when it could just be like, I don't know, half that. This is great for like a studio build, but which we're about to go into, keeping it in the studio form factor here. Let's see. So I got to put this huge top plate. This is like the Red Ranger top plate. My AC, these aren't captive screws, so luckily they taped it last time for me when we broke it down. So hopefully I don't lose those screws right now. Classic gaff tape here. This adds so much weight. What's up? What's up? Yeah, this is the Monstro. How's everyone doing today? Yeah, this top plate is like, do you hear that? It's like ridiculous. So heavy. It does have electronics running through it, and it is like really high quality. It's just, I don't always need this, especially tomorrow. I think is going to be mostly all of my B-roll is going to be handheld. So just stick with my FX3. This thing needs 50 people. Nah, I'll operate it with like one. It'll be me. Well, I'll have a camera assistant, of course, but I'll throw it on my Bebop, which is what I use. It's like a shoot sack, essentially. Tomorrow would actually be a good day for the easy rig, which we might actually have one on set, but Do I think the BM12K? Yeah, the BM12K, Blackmagic 12K would be a good camera for tomorrow's shoot for sure. I think it's a pretty comparable camera. I do think that this image looks just a little nicer out of the Monstro for sure. I just like the red ecosystem better, but the 12K is like a really good option if you want modern tech because this camera is kind of old, right? Actually, I'm going to leave that off because this is going to throw off the balance the whole time as I'm building. I got these little shorty rails on here right now, which I may leave on, but we got to swap out this mount here. Because I'm going to be rocking the M mount thigh pox tomorrow on the last shoot. Or the last time I used this camera, I guess I was testing some lenses and they were PL mount. So we got to take this off. Got to get the handy red tool, which I could not find, but I found. So, which will have the right hex here. I guess these aren't hex. It's more like a Torx. Yeah, I think the 12K is a really good option for a lot of people that aren't invested in an ecosystem yet. The PD movie LiDAR. I haven't tested that. It could be useful in some cases, but I have got the DJI one. The DJI one is so... You have to have so much GAC for it. So the PD movie one like is appealing just because it's like the size of a regular follow focus. And it's cheaper. I'm not going to test it probably, but I do think it's cheap enough. You just buy one and see if you like it. And if you don't like it, send it back. You know? I don't know how good it would be for like run and gun. It seems like it'd be better for like YouTube content or something like that. When in your career do you justify getting a red? I think once you step into that price bracket, everything becomes so much more expensive. That is true. It could depend a lot on the consistency of work you're getting, or honestly, just how much you care about the camera you shoot on. And if it's worth it to you. There's a kind of have to think about it in both ways. You can't just look at it from a numbers game because that doesn't make sense, right? You have to look at it kind of as a numbers game and then also weigh that with what you want to have on set, what kind of image quality you want, how you want the workflow you want to deliver with the client, set of expectations. Like this, I'm like saying this is a full-blown cinema camera and we're going to be intentional about every image we shoot. This isn't going to be a run and gun project. And this is kind of like a way of having clarity of what kind of cinematographer you want to be or the kind of cinematographer you are. Also, like I truly believe that you should be able to rent a camera to most productions in the commercial world for a few $100 a day, regardless of what camera it is. So at some point, it's pretty easy to justify if you're like, well, if I can rent this for $300 or $400 and you know you're getting work every month, then $300 to $400 a month for a few years, it's pretty easy to justify a camera, especially because they hold their value okay, and then you can resell it if you are starting to figure out that like you don't have the money for that. But either way, you're going to buy a camera. So if you're gonna drop $4,000 on an FX3, why not just put $4,000 into a red and then rent it? It's definitely like where you're at. I only shoot like commercials with budgets, like, and I bring this on every shoot, essentially. It's kind of a branding thing too. I talk about this a little bit in my coaching. Like if you want to really put yourself in a correct market, the market you want, you need to show up as such. And I know it's kind of like Fugazi, but it's true. If you only have an FX3, will people only think of you as a videographer or an FX3 type shooter? I don't know. It's perception. So, what up? Nightmare Movies. Well, I'm currently swapping out the PL mount and putting on this M mount. This one here. You guys want to check out the OLPF on this giant sensor? Classic red OLPF because it's a red camera, which does create a little bit of a red flare, which I don't love. I would say that's like my least favorite thing about the camera. But outside of that, I love this camera. What up, Fox? Get to use FS7 Mark II. You could do that. Speaking of old cameras, do you think the DJI LiDAR is better for RNG than the PD movie? RNG? You mean like ENG? Run and gun. Well, yeah, the DJI LiDAR is just going to have the LiDAR system on that is way more advanced than the LiDAR on the PD movie, from what I can understand. And you literally have like this other computer built into it that you can control, just like a Ronin. And so, but I haven't, like I said, I haven't used that other one, so I can't. But the DJI one should be better in low light, mixed lighting conditions, wider field of view, probably more LiDAR laser points. Oh, sorry guys, that just felt like I stripped the screw, but luckily it was just the key. Wow. That scared me. That scared me real bad. It is dim. My monitor's right here. Here, I'll jack up the ISO for you. You can see into the shadows more there now. Is that better? I don't have a secondary light over here. You mean to break out a tube? Any tips on jumping back into UMP? Yeah, I mean, totally. You should join the school community. It's linked in the description. That's kind of the main topic for me over there, is trying to help people position themselves again in the market, or moving from videographer to cinematographer. You should jump into the school community. We can chat there for sure. But I mean, it really just depends what kind of work you have. Do you need to make spec work? What kind of clients do you want? What kind of work do you want to do? These are like all things that need to be defined. Man, this one screw is a little bit stripped. Not stripped on the threads, but like my key isn't working. I wonder if I have another one here that will fit, because that is not cool. Yeah, this one will work. Jansen, I think you should buy a Raptor XE. That's what I think. I feel like I need to. I was looking at tax stuff. I'm like, this might be the year that I might already have to upgrade to cameras again this year. Might as well have. I mean, the XE could be on the list. You want to share one? You want to go halvesies on one? FX6 ZV1 best in greetings from Germany. What's up from Germany? What's up from the United States? What are you building this for? Oh, I've got this shoot tomorrow. This like shoot for the state, and we're gonna be out on like this ranch, capturing some kind of B-roll. And I've been shooting some of the project on the Komodo X, but I want this to look a little bit more elevated. Not that the KX doesn't look great, but I wanted to use the full frame and the thigh box. So for all of the like main shots for this, I thought I would build this out for tomorrow. We are going to be Chris Pratt with all these raptors. Ooh, we should make a patch. We should get raptors, and then we should get some Jurassic World patches. Now you can actually see the build. Yeah, I'm so sorry you guys couldn't see the build. Hey, everyone, hit the thumbs up. Let's get this pumped out in the algorithm. Okay, what's next? We did the top plate, but now we need to do. Okay, we got this on here. It is secure. Now I need to do the top handle. Am I going to upload any BTS? Not from this shoot. I do have some stuff coming up. I'll maybe do some BTS from. There'll probably be a little bit less BTS on the channel overall. Just depends what the project is. But this one would not be. I would not be able to do that. Proprietary SSDs. There's zero problems with the proprietary SSDs. I've got 3 of them, 2 480s, one 960 or whatever it is, 960. They work great. So they're metal. They're nice. I don't know. No problems. You love the BTS videos. Well, there'll be more. I mean, I'm doing some short films for sure soon. and I might try to make a couple of spec ads here soon to kind of help people on that are asking about spec ads, because that's been a big topic lately. And so there'll be some BTS for those sort of things. All right, let's put this 3-pound top handle on here now. Did everyone see the Dune 3 trailer today? How do we feel about Linus being the DP? Where'd the other Allen key go? Wow. Seriously, what? Did you guys see where I put it? There it is. See, that's not even the right one. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, good. What's your opinion on the use of AI in videos projects, stuff like Higgs field? It's just like, I feel like if you're using AI to do VFX, great. It's like, why would you not want that? If you, in a world where like money is always an issue for VFX, and it can help you with that, then like use it as a tool like that. And it's been popping up and stuff I've been doing. Not that I've been using it, but like people that I've worked with have been having to use it on projects. And I shot a project recently where there was a lot of AI in it. But to just generate, because you don't have the ability to, the creative ability or craft ability, then I'm not down for AI for that. Do I need to back this off one more? This is the Monstro. Yeah, I mean, it'll look different for sure, and the tone is gonna be different for the next Dune. But, and I trust Denis, but I do wish it was Greg Fraser still. Maybe I need to back this off one, because for whatever reason this is not going in. I have not read the books, which I'm kind of hyped on. I don't want to know what's going on. I want to just experience it through Denis' eyes. Oh yeah, it's totally wrong spot. This is not the dragon, but I love the dragon. And I kind of just want a dragon just to have one. I don't know if I'd ever use it, but I really just want to. I want one. Do you see your company maintaining or growing this year? A few colleagues have mentioned they're declining. There's declining, although at the mid-tier, it seems like most entities are still slowly organically growing. Hold up. What's going on here? Ah, there it is. That's where it goes. It's like you can't predict. I mean, I can't predict the market, but there's always, video is, I mean, still the most popular thing, right? Like for marketing. It's taken over every aspect of the internet, and people like the perception of big, like, shoots, like spending the money to get something really awesome for their company. I don't really feel like it's going to change that drastically anytime soon. How would you describe the Red camera workflow? Always been interested. I'm currently using the S5 2X. We're shooting this live on the S5 2X right now. I don't have a good LUT pass through currently though, so that's why it's just kind of bland. The workflow, I mean, it's Red RAW, so it's pretty great. You can shoot RAW. You can shoot it in multiple flavors. And then when you go to color grade it, you have all of the color options in the world. It's a little heavy on a computer. even an M computer, like if you don't have the right hard drive, but it's really not an issue. And you're just going to get great texture, great dynamic range out of these cameras. And you're going to get all the options that you would want from a cinema camera built into it, right? And it's just kind of like the raw workflow is it's like fundamental. And there's no magic happening when it comes to like in-camera noise reduction, weird codec things. It's just like, it's raw. It's like a raw sports car, versus like a Tesla. You don't want that. It's boring. Just use cams. Rambler Lut uses it with Ecamm. Yeah, I need to get Ecamm for my next live streams. I did this one kind of impromptu, but that was the plan for like maybe next week. I'm gonna start setting up the desk to be more live stream friendly. Okay, we got these things done here. And now we'll put the 7-inch high bright on here. This is janky way of doing it, but that's okay. Oh, you know what? This has a 1/4-20 built into it. Yes. Oh, autofocus didn't like that, did it? Let's put that monitor down so we can actually see my face. All right. And then do I come from this side? I haven't used this big top handle in a while. Just got the 7 Artisans 10mm L mount. Can't wait to use it. I'm rocking the TT Artisans 40mm right now. Surprisingly decent for this sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm going to come from the other side. So this is fun about this too. I can come from this side, or even the front, depending on how I have my monitor adapter set up. Someone was asking about the Pixis. Similar situation with the Pixis. Oh, you have the 40mm. Yeah. Let's see. What's a good budget cinema camera that's better than the FX3? I've heard good things about the FX6. Never used it. The FX6 is just the FX3 in a body that has internal NDs, etc. I recommend Blackmagic cameras if you want to like start leaning into something that feels like a cinema camera more than a mirrorless camera. I would go like Pixis personally. But the rolling shutter isn't as good on that as it is on the FX line. Doing this while talking is silly. Where's our red dot at? There it is. There it is. Okay. This is not the right cable. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people waiting for the FX3 Mark II. The Monstro Essential Monster. Well, this is the studio setup, and that's what I'm saying. I just got to get that battery adapter, and then this. I'm not doing this anymore. But this is what is needed for tomorrow. I mean, I could not do this and then bail on the top. I just don't have a top handle that would work with how I've been doing it. So I could do that, but because then I put the monitor here, and that's what we've been taking apart, putting the monitor down here instead of up here. But I'm doing this for now. So these are the same length. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Fox. I think if things go well this year, the XE would be high on the list. I mean, rather just go Raptor X, but the XE does enough. Aha. Why is this not working today? I haven't used this rig in a while. Red dot now. So strange. They don't call it the Monstro for no reason. I mean, this is how big a Venice is. This is bigger than a Venice. I mean, Venice is bigger than this. Okay, this is starting to upset me. There we go. We did it. Okay, we're not done yet, though. Gonna put my plastic cover on here for transport. And then we need the power adapter for the follow focus. Which I've already misplaced. Do I already have it on the body? No. I pulled it out and then I started looking for my red tool and then I set it down somewhere. Of course. Do you mean to weigh it? Now we're going to add the old. So it's a V-mount sandwich. And then a gold mount adapter. And then that'll go on here. And that makes it where it's a gold mount pass-through. That. Now let's find that cable. Not sure where it ended up, but we're going to do this next. I need the SDI. I bet it ended up in another kit because I had a different AC last time. You know what? I like this other SDI better. Can you say, let's see, 28 pounds? No, it's like, it's under 18 pounds. Red's trade-in program seems weird that they take other brand cameras. Hey, I mean, they're just trying to get people to buy in because once you kind of buy in, like me, once I got a Red camera, I've never looked back. I just really like the workflow, so they're kind of banking on people that need to upgrade to do that, you know, and then they become lifers. They have something cooking and was many people on the platform. Yeah, and I think Nikon wants to get everyone off of Sony's and other things, and now that they're Red, they're like, let's get as many Red users as possible. They have a really good deal for the Monstro right now. Like they'll give you 10 grand just for the body, I think, if you get a Raptor X. It's not an XE. If you get an XE, they'll give you like 5 or something. They don't really, or they don't even let you do it. I think they don't let you do it, but they want people to be using those cameras. So yeah, this one is the right size. So I got this nice little loop here, and it's like, it's almost like the SDI doesn't exist. Just a little bit. And it kind of loops underneath like this. And then the battery will go on here. And Now I just got to find the cable that runs to the old. So I can run USB out of this into the DJI follow focus, but I like to use the DTAP cable, which will run off the top here, and it runs through this little mount and then runs into this. And it just has nice power that way. I think I'm going to swap out my tripod plate too. Then I've got the wooden camera sun hood because we're going to be outside, I think, tomorrow. So like so. Actually, there are systems that have fizz ports built in. I mean, you need a 12 volt. So this one, the problem with the DJI is that it uses USB-C. It doesn't use proper LEMO, because on here, let's see, I actually have that on the studio back. See right up in here. Those are 12 volt LEMOs, and you can run right out of that into the fizz. If you had like a Preston or an Airy follow focus, you could do that. So I'm using the DJI one. It works really well. I did a collaboration with them and I got it. So what they do make though, I think they do make a 12 volt adapter. So I could get a 12 volt to USB-C. I think there's an Australian company that makes those. And so I could do that if I were to keep that back, but I'm going to try to go to the slimmer back that doesn't have the 12 volts built into it. But most studio cameras have that. Alexas have that. So what up, Peter? There's a school member. We're just doing a little camera build here for tomorrow's shoot. So this is a universal plate. Doesn't matter which way it goes. I mean, like, seriously, once you shoot on a red camera, I'm not like a fanboy or anything, but you'll just be like, why does it have this meat to the image? And then you won't really want to shoot on another camera. Like I was really, I was testing that Pixis 12K and I was like, there's a lot to like here. Like if I didn't have another camera, I wouldn't think otherwise. But next to the Monstro, I'm like, I like how the Monstro looks. It's like it feels like it's capturing more of reality for some reason. Don't know why. I wish I could even give you a reason why, but I can't. The SCI protocol only really matters on the 12G SDI and higher end ones. Higher end like ones are insulated, don't have a problem. It's really just the regular Komodo that has the OG Komodo that has a lot of that problem. But essentially they all could have that problem. In theory, all 12G SDI ports are finicky. Oh, the perks of changing systems. Because I don't think this guy fits. So I got to find another one of these. Yep, I got to find another screw. And I have plenty of them. I just have to find them. Red got me first. No. Well, maybe. I've had a lot of different cameras. Blackmagic got me first. And I've shot on Alexa plenty of times. And Venice. The Venice is great. Like, the Venice is really good. I don't like that it's not modular. Like this one, like my Red, I can build it up and build it down. And with the Venice, you're stuck in studio mode. So, and you don't get as much of a compression. You can't get the same type of raw compression on it that you can get from a Red, especially my Red that has 22 flavors of raw. All right, there we go. There's a screw. Not that I use all 22 flavors, I only use a few, and that's why the new ones don't even have 22 anymore. But and I actually did, when I shot those Mantis videos, that test, I did like 18:1 compression or something like that, and you could actually see some weird like banding in that, which I was surprised by. But the 18:1 actually looked like garbage. Not like garbage, like just it had kind of a weird noise pattern in it because it was compressed in some way. Yeah, you can run the backpack thing if you have the Rialto, and then you have to pay for that. And like the Venice already was way more than my Monstro, and then the Rialto adds another few $1,000s at least to that, and then you have to run. Yeah, you have to run it on your back. So the whole rig is still huge, and you have an umbilical. Peter, don't threaten me with a good time. I feel like maybe I normally rock this Ronin plate. It's like the same. It's skinnier than the Sure plate by just a little bit. It doesn't go on the tripod quite as well, but I don't remember having to swap this out very recently. This is how much I actually touch my own camera. Is everyone here in the school community? Because you should sign up if you haven't. Trying to get some discourse in there today about the Dune 3 trailer. Why choose Venice over Red or Airy? I think it would be those things. I do feel like how the Venice handles highlights could be more preferable to some shooters. And like the color is really nice as well. Now I don't know. Red has its kind of own color, and technically with RAW you can make anything look like anything, but there's like some inherent color to all cameras, whether people say that or not. For sure, like the Pixis versus the Monstro, way different color. Pixis is really warm compared to the Monstro. The Monstro, the whites are more like on the blue side, whereas on the Pixis they're more on a warm side. Super evident on the white balance tests. If you haven't watched my video, you should go watch that. And you can download the footage from my school community if you just want to play with the footage. But yeah, I think people just like the color. They like you can do open gate. I think that's a big deal. Whereas you open gate on the Monstro would be different because it's not a 3.2 sensor. It's not a tall sensor. It's a wide sensor. That would be a really good reason to use Venice if you wanted to get, open gate for social or different anamorphic modes, etc. And so the other thing that I was really thinking about when I was choosing my cinema camera was, what's the B camera option? And so people that do Venice, they run an FX3, right? Completely different workflows, but it's fine. I mean, they're both Sony S-Log3, and you can make an FX3 look amazing. But me, I like that I could have the Komodo and have Red Raw, and it's like a perfect global shutter camera to go with the Monstro. Now, I sold my Komodo, and I'll probably get a ZR. Or I might, I haven't needed a B cam for like the last 4 months, so I might just wait a little bit until there's like a ZR2 or something of the like. But luckily, the readout speed on that is so fast that I wouldn't be upset by not having global shutter. So, okay. It's like 9 milliseconds. It's so fast. In Red Raw, uncompressed, which is crazy. So, okay. So we got that. So that will slide into here. I usually have it hang kind of back because this is a downfall for sure of the DJI is this thumb screw here. It hangs kind of low, so it hits my plate. Now, what I've done in the past when I shot the feature film, I mounted the rails up top with a different top mount, and then that was not an issue, which I would like to get something like that again to not have this problem. Do I black shade every shoot? I never black shade. You definitely don't need a black shade very much on the Monstro. If you're working with an old red camera and you really are pushing it and going between a lot of different environments of temperature, you might want to do that, especially one that doesn't have a good fan on it. But the Monstro is like the best red camera they ever made before they switched to DSMC3. So, and it's so good in darker scenarios. And so I don't ever black shade it. Now, for some reason there was a dead pixel or the noise started creeping up for some reason, then I would do that. And it's great that you have the ability to, but I have had zero issues with mine. Knock on wood. Okay, I'm not going to lose the red tool. Let's not do that. We're going to put this tape on this so I don't lose these screws. Can we go back into moody mode now that we're not looking at the camera build? Did I miss anything else here? Do you want to know why he's not texting you right now? Spencer playing with the tripod plate. Yeah. If you did that old Instagram, just me finicking with this top handle for too long. Just kind of going back through these. Yeah, Conrad, don't stress the SDI stuff unless you're shooting on the OG Komodo. And then if that's the case, it's actually pretty simple. Just as long as power is being ran to your monitor or to your camera, you can do whatever with the SDI. But if it's when two things boot up at once is when you can have the frying issue. If they boot up in some weird order, then it's a problem. Someone just joined the DP mindset. They bought the course. Let's go. Love seeing new people jump into that. Got to make sure I don't forget my cards. So I've got this red mag case. Will the autofocus get me? You know what? Let's change the autofocus settings. Let's make this like more. What does this do? That's a little better. Yeah. Slow, but nope. Nope. Still has face detect on. It's like center face detect. Okay. This is the when you use your camera in different scenarios a lot, this is kind of what you end up doing. You have to kind of pre-prep everything. Then I put this USB-C cable in here. I've got my reader in here. I'll open up the jack of the ISO so you guys can see what's going on. Actually, let's keep this USB-C here. And then the best way to do this is to get a camera coffin. And what I use is essentially like a tool bag from, like, I think I got it on Amazon, or you can get them at like Home Depot. I'll show you that. So you get one of these. It's a wide mouth. It's got a bunch of like little slots in it, little compartments for things. And then you can just drop your camera inside, fully built. Now, there are film versions of this, right? You could get an expensive one. But this one is, I think it was like $200. And then I normally have to like just push because my monitor's really big, push it down to the side. Just undo my little Noga arm here. But I did this differently this time, so of course I gotta change it up. Yep, and then you can just zip it up. I usually stash my batteries in here too. But then your camera's just built and you just pull it out. And you don't have to worry about like carrying it in a Pelican, building it every time. See, I can throw this in there. Just down on the side. I'll throw my red tool down in one of the pockets. I'll get dog hair all over me. And then I put sometimes I put my ND filters in there, but they're usually my Pelican. And I put my batteries in there if I need to, because my batteries are just kind of like cumbersome unless you want to keep those in a Pelican as well. Then you just know you have it. $10 bag for that? Yeah. I think it's more just like, and there probably are some more reasonable price bags now, but it just seems silly to spend a bunch of money on. I mean, these aren't bad. $250. 320. This one I got might have actually been even cheaper. It might have been like 120. And it has this like hard bottom, so you can really like throw it around. You miss your Gemini now? Yeah, I bet you do. Do you still have another red though, Peter? I keep forgetting. We talked about it, but you still have the PL adapter. Yeah, you just kept that because you know you're going to go back one day. What are dragons going for right now? I feel like everyone should have a dragon. Let's see. Where do we look? eBay, maybe. Let's just start there, or even like Adorama. Scarlet W Brain, $1,300. That's technically a dragon. Dragon X 5K, $2,300. 6K. I think this is a kit. OLPF front body cap, 3,400. That seems higher, but probably has like no hours on it. You can just buy these from Adorama. Dragon X 6K is very nice. Why do you want to go Gemini, Peter? I feel like Gemini doesn't have the same sauce as the Dragon, even though it has that second gain on it. It has a second gain for low light, but the sensor I don't think is like as high caliber as the Dragon. There's some, what's the word? A little birdie told me that the sensor is not quite as nice technically. That's what I'll say. A little birdie. Trying to find this battery plate while we're sitting here. I got to keep looking like every day. Huh. There is a low mode battery plate, but that's an adapter. Dang. I mean, I don't ever shoot at high ISO anyway, so the Gemini would be nice for that if you're needing to shoot like Gemini was kind of built for the wildlife DPs that are shooting like those crazy documentaries on Reds because they shoot at night a lot, and then you can jack it up to like 5,000 ISO and it looks better. But if you're not ever going to need to do that, then I wouldn't. You don't need to use the Gemini. I would go Dragon. Scarlet W, that is so cheap. With an EF mount, an electronic EF mount, it's only $1,300. What's the eBay looking like? $4,500 with rigging, with a top plate, the IO module, 15 millimeter rods, $4,500. Cards, PL mount. Not too shabby. 4 people have it in their cart. Second Take Collective, what's up? Thank you, thank you. Glad people still like my content. You know, I've kind of changed the way I've been doing things. I've been losing subs, but I'm glad the true fans are here today. See you, Peter. There's a red Monstro Ranger package for 7,400 on eBay right now. Wow. Which is essentially what I have. Slowly building the courage to make your own content, like YouTube content or like video content, just generally. Oh, educational. I see. I mean, you just gotta go. You just gotta go for it. Can't be scared, because I mean, it's not like everyone's gonna watch you at first, anyways. So just get those reps in. I kind of want one of these little small red monitors, like the little 4-inch guy. I don't really like shooting with 4 inches, but it makes the package so small. Hate being in front of the camera. Do a faceless channel. Plus, you can edit. Saw a V-Raptor Rhino S35 for like 15K on MVP. Yeah. Which those sensors are really good, but Super 35. DSMC2 battery plate. Still no battery plates. I'll find one soon. What time is it? Nothing wrong with S35. No, you're right. You're right. But I feel like if you're just going to do that, why not? Like you could just get so many other cameras for 15K. I mean, you could just get a Komodo X and it would be 15% not as good in the highlights. But you would have an amazing camera. It'd be small. It has good frame rates. So like I don't know why you'd want to get the Rhino. The Rhino is cool. Like if the Rhino is that a pretty good price? It was like 12 maybe. And then you could just get a Dragon instead for $5,000. A little bigger than Super 35. An incredible sensor. The Raptor XC brand new. I know, but with no stuff to like make it work. So like you still have to be, you're still 20 grand easily in if you want to get the XE. Actually, isn't it? Let's see. XE, let's go shopping. Yeah, the XE is 15 for the body. But you need that $3,000 monitor or it's kind of like pointless, you know, in my opinion. You want that touchscreen. So they're like starter package is 20 grand, the essentials. But it comes with that electronic END. Yeah, the electronic ND PL mount, which is crazy. So that's actually a really good deal. If I wish they could actually remove that from it and just like give me the whole package for 17 grand, you know? Okay, folks, I need to get off of here now, but thanks for everyone jumping on. It's more fun to build the camera for the next day with some people on here. So Sign up for the school community. If you're not a part of that and you want to hang out some more before you want my course, or if you're looking into my coaching program that's going to come out here probably in April, if you want to jump into that, um, click the link in the description below. All right, everyone, I will see you later. Peace. Let's stop recording and bye.